Dome Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I was going to ignore it, was going to ignore it because, you're talking about the heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, about to fight Povetkin. Something I said was going to happen since February. Something that they said they were going to do, right? But we had the distraction in the Deontay Wilder negotiations. So, I don't want to be saying too much about the Povetkin, fight. But we know it's going to be on the 22nd. So they had the little press conference in New York, right? And they're showing their belts. And the big news, if you if you don't know nothing about Hollywood and scripted kind of stuff, right? The big news is Jarrell Miller showed up, and they went face to face with Anthony Joshua, and they had some words, and all of that, So I really wanted to watch it. So I clicked on one, a little video. I don't even know where, man. But I saw Anthony Joshua next to Povetkin showing his belts, and up on stage, right over there, talking the whole time. What, 3 yards, 4 yards away from him, is Jarrell Miller, already talking. So it was just, confirmed what I was thinking anyway. I mean, I think this is just scripted. I think that, this is going to happen. Jarrell Miller is also under the Matchroom banner. Make sure you understand that. That's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is promoter of Jarrell Miller as well as Anthony Joshua and others. He announced a few other good fighters, Demetrius Andrade, Maurice Hooker, and a few other ones. I don't know all the names right now, but he has a few signings, so he should be okay with his DAZN app at $10. We're going to have problems with people wanting to buy it after the scenario that we've seen. So let's see how that is. But Jarrell Miller being on stage, doesn't that sound, for people who've been following anything, right? Remember when Deontay Wilder couldn't even come to the fight because he wasn't going to be allowed to get in the ring? But this dude standing 300 pounds, like somebody missed Jarrell Miller. Like he's Jason Bourne all of a sudden and popped up on stage, 300 pounds. You got a plan to take somebody 300 pounds somewhere. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to go nowhere they don't want to unless you got a forklift. So don't try it. He was there because he was supposed to be there, right? There's no other way to look at it, right? Especially, and this, remember, we don't want Deontay Wilder in the ring because, why hype a fight that's not signed, all right? Now, I don't know about how signed Jarrell Miller is, but let me just tell you something. Dome Adamas, I'm going to have to go and give myself a name, myself a Dome Adamas, but it's not. It's just, if you just pay attention. One thing you can do is just listen to what they say. That might help, right? When they say, they're letting things slip out. They heard said we're fighting Povetkin. Said we're going to fight Jarrell Miller in not Brooklyn, but Barclays Center, right? And other things. The Dillian White fight is going to happen next on April 13th. It's not like they said, and then you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Deontay Wilder's fight's not happening, and like I keep saying, anytime soon. Look, you got Povetkin over there, standing over there. Who's gonna get the fight? The dude who's doped twice, right? The WBA makes sure that he gets a fight because you think about it, Povetkin's fights, non-dope fights that we know of, are Christian Hammer and David Price. So he's 2-0 non-doped, and he is the man that has to be fought like immediately, right? All the fights he won on dope will count, right? That doesn't matter, man. The man can fight. I'm just saying it shouldn't be so super significant because he's 2-0, that non-doped. I think we can agree on that. And the two names are not primary names in the division. That's why I don't even think the fight's going to be that close, but we will see, right? If it's close, y'all better hope it's not close, right? We're trying to raise Anthony Joshua's profile, right? So to do that, you don't be having a close fight with a non-dope Povetkin. But anyway, Jarrell Miller pops on stage. Is that news to y'all? Right? What does that mean? That means we're hyping a fight that's gonna happen probably after the Dillian White fight in the USA, the place we didn't want to go to for $50 million or more in Vegas. So I don't know if you feel duped. I don't know if you feel confirmations like, yeah, hey, AJ, you don't have to do what you want to. You got fans. Well, whatever side you on, whatever. But at the end of the day, we don't have a unified, undisputed heavyweight champion, right? And that's why guys pay attention this weekend to a fight, Alexander Usyk versus Murat Gassiev in Russia. if it happens. It's supposed to happen this weekend. It's the end of the WBSS tournament. And you know what? The winner of that fight is the undisputed cruiserweight champion. And I'll be talking about that fight more because that is significant. That's why we got to get with Kyle Sauerland for trying to make tournaments where the best fight the best, and at the end you have one champion. And no promoter stands over everything and getting in the way of anything. You get in the tournament, at the end there's one champion. We got close to getting it, but we didn't get it. So now you guys are gonna watch the Povetkin fight. I'm gonna watch Deontay versus Don't Matter, right? And then just watch boxing in general and see how this goes forward. But nobody is silly. No, I'm not Domodamus. I just pay attention and totally unbiased about the situation, right? You take the information, you dissect it, you filter it, and see what you got. And in boxing, you have to really pay attention. If you don't, you'll be on left field somewhere. Trust me. Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm proud of you, y'all.